Gilbert Arenas debates the best duo. We can do this one. Matter of fact, who y'all think the best uh duo in the NBA is? Me, the best duo right now. I mean, you got Embiid and Tyrese Maxey looking good as a duo. Um, damn, I can't think of any other ones right now. JT, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, AD and Braun. They're not the best to me. They didn't really do shit like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Let's get into it.
Season series, 3-1. So Jamal Murray's coming off best season of his career, tied his career high in points per game, set in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, rebounds, and assists. During a recent interview with Hoops Hype, Murray let it be known where he thinks him and Joker stack up against the top duos in the league, saying the following: I think we're the best duo. I think they're in a bigger market and people have more interest in LeBron and AD in LA, or what Dame and Giannis could be, or what Luka and Kyrie could do. If we're talking about the best duos and
I forgot about Luka and Kyrie. I forgot about them too. Not gonna lie. Forgot about them.
getting the job done and how they play for each other and with each other, I think me and Jokic are undoubtedly number one. So
Forgot about Giannis and Dame, but when I look at duo, I look at people like Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan, Kobe and Shaq. People who get it done. That's why I'll give my opinion after.
let's play a little game of facts or cap. Joker and Jamal Murray are the best duo in the league. Facts or cap? Norris, we'll start with you.
Best duo in the league? Well, I'm going to say Cap.
And why do you?
Because they are a great duo, but Joker is the one, really, you know. But, like, AD and LeBron, like, individually are great together. Giannis and Dame, you see?
AD and Braun, they are, but they don't, excuse me, they don't get far enough. They haven't got far in the playoffs since the Western Conference. And before that, they missed the playoffs. And then it wasn't until like 2020. So they have like at least one or two playoffs. Two of them they were in the play-in. At least one of them they missed. So it's like, that's a good duo during the season. I say Jamal, I'm not saying Jamal Murray and Joker are the best, but he sure does have a good argument because they prove it in the playoffs. It's about proving yourself in the playoffs. Yes, you can have a run in the season, but how do you do in the playoffs where it matters? That's why I respect Tyrese Maxey, because he's getting it done in the playoffs where it matters. That's where it matters. You could be mediocre the whole season. Then if you come to playoffs and play, that's the main goal. People are looking at that like, oh, when playoffs time comes, he's here to play. Playoff Jimmy. That's a real thing. You feel me? So Jamal Murray and Joker prove that they get shit done in the playoffs.
How they look at their first teams, all NBAs and accomplishment, like they're better as players. There's a significant difference from Jamal Murray and Joker when you're talking about the level of play. Like Joker is a top 2 player in the NBA every
I get
year.
that.
We can't say that about Jamal Murray. You can say Dame and Giannis are top 10 players every year in the league. LeBron and AD are top 10 players every year in the league, you know. So that's why I would say it's Cap. Now, them playing together, obviously, is great. But when I talk about, like, the best duos, like, if we was going to play, like, 2-on-2, I wouldn't pick them over, like, KD and, like, Booker. Like, those two is, like...
They got swept, though. What are we saying? What are we really saying? They got swept. So I get what you're saying. This is not 2-on-2, though. This is the NBA where playoffs happen. They got swept up out of here. Like, let's talk about postseason where it really matters. Come on.
Like,
So we're playing NBA Jam. You
yeah.
go with KD.
But as a team, 5-on-5, they mesh really well together.
And what in terms of just him saying getting the job done, though? Obviously, team won a championship last
Oh,
year.
they get it done. I can't.
See, getting the job done.
Ain't no cap on that. They get
Tied
it
for
done.
best record in the West. So all these other duos that were listed have.
Now they get it done.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Joker is like a top 1 or 2 player in the league. Jamal Murray, he's good, but he's not what we would call a top 10, 15 player in the league.
For sure.
So that's what I mean by that.
Rashad, Joker and Jamal Murray best duo in the league, facts or cap? I see you tipping. You're a big cat. Is that okay? That's.
I gotta say, I really like Embiid and Maxey, right?
Not mad at
But
that.
I can't ignore Tatum and Brown.
See?
But if you were to match them up, you got Joker being the bigger guy would do more. It's just like, who you gonna match up with him? And then I say Embiid and Maxey. I like that matchup more as a duo between the two. And I like Embiid and his momentum right now. So I will go with Embiid and Maxey.
Okay. So you think Embiid and Maxey are the top duo in the league currently?
Absolutely, especially before he went down.
For sure.
They was giving you crazy buckets.
So let's move to this side of the couch.
That's a
Mr.
good
B.
one. That's a good one.
Joker and Jamal Murray are the best duo in the league. Facts or cap?
Facts. First thing he said, what he say, get the job done.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to be a top duo.
Got to get the job done.
And I think they work well together. It reminds me of like Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. Tony Parker was kind of like underrated a little bit, but him and Tim Duncan together was just unstoppable duo. So I'm gonna say facts right now because they have a chance to, with
It's a pretty good comparison.
the way they are together, they have a chance to be able to do something like that. Maybe get 2 or 3 in a row. So yeah, I'm saying facts right now until they lose.
Mr. Arenas, Agent Zero.
From how he worded it, if we're talking about best duo and getting the job done and how they play for each other and with each other, then facts, right? Individually, no, they're not the best duo individually because Murray's not an all-star, right? You're talking about, some of these guys are they're going to be first ballot Hall of Famers.
I get that.
Right.
But that's why everybody keeps going back to the initial point of getting the damn job done. It's about getting that job done. I'm telling y'all. Get the job done and let everybody else talk. So they're making some good points. I agree with some of the points.
But they know how to play together. They know how to sacrifice together, right? So when you're talking about if we did have to play 2-on-2,
It's gonna be tough.
you have to go with the team that's actually going to sacrifice and play well with each other. Right now, Dame and Giannis are Hall of Famers, but we know they can't play with each other. They
Not
don't know how
looking
to play
good
with each
together.
other. So how he phrased it and worded it, yes, it's a fact that these two, in getting the job done, playing for each other, and playing with each other, and what with each other is an accurate statement. Right? It's once it becomes team, it becomes team.
Yeah.
Right? And twos, threes, fours, that becomes teams. We're not saying who's the best two individuals teamed up together. It's,
So we got a split on the couch. This side says cap, this side says facts in these situations. I get to be the tiebreaker. Say based on the way he worded it there and getting the job done. Won a championship last year, #1 in the West, a far superior conference. I know the Celtics had the best record in the league, but I would say it's facts. So when it comes to
Of course he's gonna say that. God damn.
and getting the job
The way he worded it
Talk
was
about the Lakers.
the way he worded it was perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, get the job done. You can't.
and getting the job done. Did they get the job done last
I'm with
season?
you. That's
They're
why I
defending
said-
champ. Did they get the job done this season? Do we?
I said my statement very clear. They play well together.
Rashad is a hater. He's a LeBron hater. He's just a hater.
Play well.
Who on
There are
this couch-
2-on-2 individuals that are, higher level players. I worded it the same way he was picky in his wording.
Yeah, they're
I was
picking
very
his- yeah,
specific
it's
in my
Very
wording.
specific with the word. But can we agree on this couch that the Western Conference is superior to the Eastern Conference this season?
Superior?
Stronger teams than in the East.
I mean, who has the overall best record in NBA?
The Celtics have the best record, but top to bottom.
How were the head-to-head matchups? How did the Knicks and the Celtics, how they do against the Western Conference teams?
That's the question. I mean, because you can cap it all you want to. I mean, you can make it seem like because the talent is different, but how the teams played against each other on East Coast.
Okay.
I mean, who has the most superior roster would be Boston by far.
Easy.
When it comes to up and down talent. But, who plays better together? Denver.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to Jokic and Jamal Murray being the best duo in the league,
Facts.
but we asked the chat if they are the NBA's best duo. 39% said facts, 61% said cap. So it is what it is.
It's just
I see both sides though. I see why they're saying cap because there's other talented duos out there that pound for pound would be better. But the way he worded it was getting the job done. And from the previous season till now, it's facts. So I can see the split. I can see it going either way.
just say it what it is.
Yeah.
Say it what it is.
That the chat agreed with this
Yeah,
side of the
Thank you.
chat.
Appreciate that. Just say that, please.
You get the
Just
chat
be,
W.
be clear.
You
Yeah.
get the chat W.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
But that question was worded, yeah, are they NBA's best duo?
Appreciate
Bad getting the
Kansas
job done is the
champions, right.
caveat.
That's all you got to say.
That's it.
Okay, you guys are correct.
Appreciate
Take your
that.
victory lap.
We do. We do.
You like to give
We champions.
a thank you speech to the chat?
We sweat this shit. This is championship sweat still on us.
I'm saying?
And water all over.
My opinion, like I said, I gave it throughout it. On getting the job done, yes. On just pound for pound talented, they're not the best duo. So I'm not sure who the best duo is, to be honest. I want y'all to let me know. Who's the best duo in the NBA right now? Oviyan Style Arena.